Starting my video. Hi, I'm Megan Miller with Cannon Realty, and I'm here today with Melissa Maxwell, and we're going to talk about the pre-approval process. So getting pre-approved for a mortgage loan is probably the first step you need to take when going through the home buying process. So I'm going to have Melissa give us some details about what that looks like. Let me see if I can spin this around here. Okay, hey Melissa.
Hi Megan, thanks for having me. So you're right, getting pre-approved for a mortgage is definitely the first thing that you want to do, and the reason being is you need to know how much you're able to qualify for. Plus it lets your agent know that you are a viable buyer and that you can enter into a sales contract. Nowadays, with the way the market's been going, a lot of times you may have a house that may have multiple offers on it, so having that pre-approval letter is definitely considered the golden ticket sometimes. In order to get pre-approved, pretty simple. It just consists of you completing an application either over the phone, online. You can also come in and meet with your loan officer in person. What we do ask that you provide us with is typically most recent paycheck stubs, and sometimes if you are self-employed or have some business expenses, you may have to supply copies of your tax returns. Your credit does get pulled, so you do have a review of your credit report, and as long as you can income and credit qualify for the price point that you're interested in, you typically will have that pre-approval issued to you that day.
Okay, great, Melissa. Thank you. So, again, the first step is contacting a mortgage lender, giving her that information, getting the pre-approval. A lot of times when you go to submit an offer, you'll need to submit that pre-approval letter with it, especially if there's multiple offers on it. That looks a little better if it's coming with the contract.
How long?
I'm sorry?
The pre-approval is good for...
Oh, I'm going to let Melissa talk to you about that.
Just so you know that with the pre-approvals, a lot of people ask how long those are good for. They're generally good for 120 days. So as long as you don't have any changes with employment or with your credit history, you can issue as many letters during that time frame. And then once that 4-month time frame expires, your new credit report is pulled in order to extend that time frame for you.
So Melissa, I do have people ask me sometimes they're afraid to run their credit too many times when they're getting pre-approved because they're afraid it's going to hit their credit or ruin their credit. Can you enlighten us on the reality of that?
Very good question. So anytime that you do speak to a mortgage lender, if you do give them permission to pull credit, they will be pulling that credit report, which does result in a hard hit. If you are out shopping for other types of credit, applying for credit cards, which we don't recommend that you do during this process, it could have a negative impact on your credit scores. There generally is a reprieve given if you are speaking to more than one mortgage company within a short time frame. What I usually tell people, if you do have somebody that is shopping, have one company pull your credit, and if you do want to find out what other banks are charging as far as interest rates, closing costs, call that bank, tell them what your credit score is and what program you're interested in before you have them pull your credit report again.
Great. Thank you. That is really good information. So if you're thinking about buying a home, contact Cannon Realty to use as a real estate agent. The number here is 636-462-5400. And to get pre-approved, you can contact Melissa Maxwell with Busey Bank. And Melissa, what's the best phone number for you?
Sure. Best way to reach me is at 314-712-0673.
Okay. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. Have a good day.